Welcome to your favorite wrestling review show. Brutally honest reviews from extreme wrestling fans. This is FWO.
Get the game jumping, ain't nothing. Mr. Quick to trip and load the clip and start dumping. Sucker, say something. Mr. Trying to build $1 million out of plain nothing. Mister's gonna be successful, daddy ain't bluffing. I'm Mr. Quick to chop and one of a kind. A madman on the fan till every one of them's mine. I'm Mr. No Look and not a remarks.
What's up, YouTubers? I'm Chris Helix, and this is Future Wrestling Observer. This is the Raw review after Survivor Series. We've got a 6-man tag, TLC talk, and a Survivor Series rematch. All this and more on FWO. It's been a long time coming, and all the wrestling review websites have been talking about this. NoDQ.com, all of them. They've been talking about an undisputed champ. Finally, we're going to see it at TLC with Randy Orton facing John Cena in a TLC match. What better way to bring in a new undisputed champ and hopefully bring in an undisputed era like all the websites have been talking about. I know I don't usually do reviews on promos, but this one definitely was too good to pass up. I know I'm waiting for it. I bet you are too. I can't wait to see a TLC pay-per-view. We started off Raw with the best way possible. A match with the returning Rey Mysterio teaming up with the Rhodes versus the Shield. Now, the Shield didn't dominate this match as much as people would think. There was times when I thought the Shield was going to lose, but Dean Ambrose ends up picking up the win for the Shield with a pin count, and this match ends at a 2.5 stars. Next up, we have a match with the World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry, and possibly the man that could beat Mark Henry in a World's Strongest Man competition, Big E Langston versus Curtis Axel and Ryback. Now, Curtis Axel and Ryback have recently distanced themselves from Paul Heyman, saying pretty much he's a douchebag. Anyway, this match was a great match. I think it ended in 2 stars, and Mark Henry ends up picking up the win. But the big thing here is the two behemoths, Mark Henry and Big E Langston, worked really well together, and I hope they keep that as a tag team and possibly become the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions later on in the future. Now, I know everybody's excited about this just as much as I am. I hope so anyway. Big E Langston and Mark Henry, what do you think they should name their tag team? So here it is, the Survivor Series rematch I was talking about. They're calling this Total Divas versus the Real Divas. This match went the exact same way it went on Survivor Series. Except Natalya wasn't one of the only remaining Total Divas. Yes, that means the Total Divas won, but it still ends in a solid 2-star match. It's Raw Active time, and we voted for a Hampton's Hardcore match to continue the rivalry with Dolph Ziggler and Damien Sandow. Now, Damien Sandow ends up picking up the win, and I thought, like everybody else, that this match was probably going to be total bullshit because the Hamptons aren't hardcore. But this match ends in 1.5 stars for me, and I probably wouldn't mind seeing another Hampton's Hardcore match later on in the future. Next up, we have CM Punk and D-Bry versus the Wyatt Family. Now, CM Punk and D-Bry end up coming out and talking about how it sounds like they're going to continue being a tag team, and Punk starts naming off names that he thinks that could be D-Bry and Punk as a tag team, but some of them sounded kind of lame to me. And of course, Daniel Bryan's just sitting to the side because Punk's a good talker and just goes yes, 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 and then until it's like, oh wait, that's not a yes or no question. Anyway, D-Bry and Punk end up picking up the win in this match by DQ, but this match still ends in a solid 2-star match. Alright, it's time for a rapid fire review. We had Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. I didn't really watch this match because it was such a snore fest. 1 star for me, and I think it was The Miz that ended up picking up the win. Next, we have Xavier Woods versus Heath Slater. Another gay-ass match. Even though I like Xavier Woods, he came out with the Polkadactyls, blah blah blah. Xavier Woods picks up the win in a 1-star match. And that is a rapid fire review. And to end Raw, we had Randy Orton and Alberto Del Fucktard versus Big Show and John Cena. And this match, it was a good 2-star match, but thank God Cena I guess you could say finally shut up Alberto Del Fucktard by pinning him. Yes, that means Cena and Big Show pick up the win, but still, this was a 2-star match because everybody kind of expected it, and I really don't want to see Alberto Del Fucktard anymore like everybody else, so maybe make that happen, WWE. Anyway, like I said, 2-star match with Cena picking up the win. So Raw for November 25th ends in 2 stars for me, and I will see everybody next time on FWO, which should be, if plans go right, this weekend on Sunday. I'm going to WCWC Pro Wrestling, an independent wrestling event, and this one should be able to stay up. I accidentally broke one of their rules. I filmed matches on the last one, but I didn't think about it. Anyway, I should be doing a review on WCWC Pro Wrestling, and it should be up next Monday, and then of course it will be followed by a Tuesday review of Monday Night Raw. Anyway, like I said, see you next time on Future Wrestling Observer.